Yo, what's good, Matthew?
Hello, Zach. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay. How about you?
Very well, very well. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Welcome to the Wolfpack podcast, episode, what is it, 22?
22 today.
22, baby.
You've made it this far.
Episode 20.
2. My favorite number.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yep.
So, everyone, we got a few things to tell you before we get the show on the road. Down in the description, we got social media. We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff is down in the description.
Also down in the description, we have timestamps. If you guys are looking to change your topic, hop around. If you don't like what we're talking about, go find something that you like hearing. And you'll find it down there.
Just tell us to shut up and move on to the next
Yeah,
thing.
just go down there, click the little thing, be like, you know what? I don't like what they're talking
Man,
about.
I hate what they're talking
Man,
about.
I don't like it.
I don't like this.
See
This
ya.
is boring. Also, down in the description, we got podcasting services. We got Spotify, iTunes, all that down in the description. So if you want to listen to us on audio, on the move, maybe taking a walk, maybe, I don't know, walking your dog or something.
Yeah.
I really think you're only going to listen to this while walking. So,
You don't think they'd run to us?
no, I
Okay.
wouldn't run to us.
Also, down in the description, we have a Patreon. If you guys want to get our content early, you can throw $1 our way, or you can throw $2 our way and request a topic for us to talk about here. Your topic, our words, our mouths, your topic. You can do it anytime.
Also, down in the description, we got a highlights channel. I know I haven't posted on there recently at all, but please subscribe.
It's still there.
Please
It's there.
subscribe. It's right there. Please subscribe. I'll start soon.
All right, everybody, the moment that we've all been waiting for. Wolfpack Movie Club homework. It's back this week. Last week, we watched Goosebumps 2. We're going to talk about it later on in this show. But for next week, we need to tell you that you need to watch Black Mirror Season 4 premiere?
5.
Season 5 premiere.
Maybe?
I
Season
don't-
4 or 5. It's
Yeah,
the newest
whatever.
season premiere.
The premiere of the newest season. Go check it out, and we'll be talking about it next week.
On this show together.
Woo!
Woo! So, Matthew, let's get the show on the road.
Let's
This
do
is
it.
Wolfpack Podcast, episode 22.
22. Ow.
Let's get the show on the road, everyone.
Let's do
Bye-bye.
it. See ya. Bum, bum, bum.
Yo, what's good, Matthew?
Yo, how's it going, bro?
I'm doing okay. I'm a little loopy this week.
You're loopy.
I'm a little loopy. I gotta
Yeah.
say.
I must say, I kind of noticed that when you came in today.
What do you mean?
Well, okay. So you came in, you're like, hey, man, you smiled, but you just walked past me. So you're like, hey, man. And then you walked past. I was like, okay. And then you wanted water, like, because we drink some water here for this.
we got water.
this, 'cause we're
We
here
got
for a
water
little
for
bit.
this show.
But then you stood by the fridge, you opened it, you closed it, and then you opened the freezer, you closed it, and then you stood there with your cup with nothing in it. And then you went back into the freezer, got some ice, and then you went over and got some water. But I don't know. I sat there for a second. I was like, what's
Is
wrong?
Zach okay?
What's wrong?
I don't know. I'm just loopy.
Well,
as
and then you
fuck
started
this week.
conversing with my dogs.
Yeah, started
you're-
talking to your dog.
You said, "Hey, man, how's it going?"
Yeah. I don't know.
So that's today.
Yeah.
That's what's going on today.
I'm a little loopy the past couple days. I don't know why. I haven't been taking drugs.
That sounds like someone who's been taking drugs.
I mean,
I
no.
promise you, I haven't been.
I promise I haven't.
I
been
haven't
taking
done
drugs.
anything wrong.
I promise I haven't done anything wrong. No, I don't know. I've just been loopy. You know?
I don't know. Are you tired?
No,
No. So there's no excuse.
I don't think I'm tired.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe I am. I don't realize it, but
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
You're allowed to feel loopy.
I'm allowed to feel loopy.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. I mean, let's get the show on the road.
Well, stop talking about me. But
so, Matthew, how have you been this week?
I've been pretty good so far this week. Honestly, we're gonna get into the topic, but I wanted to say I haven't been watching as much as I usually
Motherfucker.
have been the past couple weeks. I have a little bit to talk about, but I think you're gonna be running the next section of this little podcast here.
Good. My loopy ass self is gonna be running the next section. Great.
Oh, great.
Great. I'm sure it's gonna be a great segment.
So do we want to hop right into it?
Sure.
Hopping right into what have you been watching lately?
Yeah. What have I been watching lately?
Yeah.
Um.
Shoot me with something.
I I don't remember. Wait, what do I watch lately?
Well, let's see. You were telling me that you watched some Asian films, some more Asian
Oh
films,
yeah,
some Kurosawa films.
yeah. I actually. How about you talk about what I thought of them?
Okay.
No, no, I
Yeah,
won't.
yeah, yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just.
yeah. I think you liked them a lot.
Yes, I did like them a lot.
Okay, so first of all, what was the first one that you watched?
I watched Yojimbo first.
Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Uh
It
huh.
sounds like a fake movie, but I swear it's not. Yojimbo is a movie by Akira Kurosawa about. It's basically what inspired the Clint Eastwood Western movies.
Okay.
Like those
Sure,
films.
sure, sure. The Gunslinger.
You know those Western
Those
films.
Western movies.
Yeah, no, it basically inspired all them, and it was pretty good. I fucking
Mm,
loved it.
very nice.
Those are two different things. It's pretty good. I fucking loved it.
You know, like it made like the movies that I don't really care to watch, but I like this one. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
So,
know.
what was Yojimbo about? I've seen that there's like he has like this like lead actor that seems to come through in a lot of his movies.
Miyafune,
Yes.
I think is his name. Miyafune.
And
Mifune.
what is he? What does he do?
He acts.
Does he have a sword? He acts with his sword.
He acts for Akira Kurosawa. No, he's okay. So the movie's about uh what's the movie about?
Yojimbo. I don't
fucking
know. I saw a picture on IMDb and he had a sword. So I
So-
imagine he uses it at least
so
once.
it's about this Ronin played by Mifune or whatever the guy's called,
yes,
the lead actor.
The lead actor. In the
He
movie.
is basically a samurai with no name, and he walks into this town, and it's split between these two factions. That's I forget the factions' names, but
The Bloods and the Crips.
yeah, it's like split down the middle by two people because of just like bullshit. But I don't know, it was pretty cool because it was like a western.
So was this like an action packed thing or was it more
No,
character? What was it?
yeah, it was more character. It was more, how would you say, like, yeah, character driven.
Okay. So it's more. Is it like his relationship with the townspeople?
Yeah,
Like, okay.
It has a lot of like very character-y side characters. Like it's
Okay.
very like driven
They're
by
like animated side characters.
yeah, they're like
Okay.
animated side characters, and it's about his relationship with all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, it was pretty good. I
So
enjoyed it.
so let me guess. Is Yojimbo like okay? Like he comes in. He's all rough and tumble. He's got his sword.
Yes.
Everyone's like, whoa, whoa,
Actually-
whoa. Who's this dude?
He has a sword, but the thing that I liked about it is that he's kind of like a corrupt samurai.
Okay.
He's not like a samurai that's like all like respectful. I mean, he has that side to him where like he has like morals.
Yes. But they make him an interesting samurai.
But they make him an interesting samurai because he's like coming in. And he's bartering between the two sides of the town
Mhm.
and trying to get the most money from each side. So he'll leave like one side to barter with the next side, but that
Mhm.
makes his price go up and everything. And it's like a fighting back and forth between who's going to get
Mhm.
Mifune.
So he's kind of a corrupt Ronin who wants money and is
Yes.
playing the sides to make the most money.
Yes.
But then what does his heart come into play?
yes.
And he begins to like the townspeople, and in
He
the end,
oh no. He likes
he likes a girl.
No, he likes like two people in it.
Okay.
The rest he says that they can fuck themselves.
He says that.
No, he doesn't. I said it for him.
Oh, okay.
But that's what he was thinking. He's like, I hate these fucking towns.
Okay, he just doesn't like them.
Yeah.
No, like in the end, like do they all come together, or is it more just a thing of like,
No,
he-
the ending's different. I'm not going to spoil
Okay,
it. But
yeah.
It's not like they all come together.
Okay,
It plays with that though.
it does.
Yeah, it's not like a thing where it's like it has one. It has like a really interesting moment. I don't want to spoil it,
Mhm.
but it has a really interesting moment that plays with that.
Okay.
And it's so well written, dude. Like it's
Yeah.
like so interesting.
Does
and
Akira
so-
Kurosawa write his movies too?
Yes,
He wrote and directed?
with people.
Okay,
At-
but he's a part of the
sometimes. The other one that I saw this week was Dreams by him.
Mm-hmm.
Akira Kurosawa's Dreams,
Mm-hmm.
and that he did not write. Oh
Okay.
no, he wrote. No, never mind. He did write it, but he wrote it alone. So he
Gotcha.
solely wrote it.
Okay.
The exact opposite of what I was saying.
Okay.
But yeah, it was Dreams is much different from Yojimbo.
So it's just called Dreams, or it's called Akira Kurosawa's Dreams?
I mean, it could be either one. It's like
Okay.
it's
But like if someone were to look it up, would you just
it's
look
called.
up
I think it's
Dreams?
called Dreams on IMDb, but it's easier to call it Akira Kurosawa's Dreams because
Okay.
Dreams is such like a
Yeah, Dreams is also a Van Halen song.
yeah. Dreams is a lot of things.
You know. Yeah, it's very broad. Like Akira Kurosawa, when he writes by himself, is just like, this is the title.
Dreams. I mean,
Uh,
I don't know what else. Actually, he had a much worse title, I think, in mind. It
yeah.
was like The Dreams I Dreamt, and it's like,
Mm.
that's a little too much. But yeah, no, that one was very different. That one was like, it was made in the 90s. It was made after his like height like was established and everything, and like he was like on the outside and everything, and like no one wanted to fund his movies
Mm-hmm.
because like political stuff. Like the movies like very against like nuclear power and all that kind of stuff, which was a big issue for Japan back then.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, that movie got made because George Lucas and Steven Spielberg funded it.
Oh, that's cool.
So, and they were very inspired by Akira Kurosawa.
Yeah.
Like, basically, Star Wars is just an Akira Kurosawa movie.
Wow.
Like, those movies are so inspired by Akira, and I don't know. It was cool because they got to help their master basically
That's cool.
make his like niche movie. Because this movie is very weird. It is about 8 dreams that Akira Kurosawa has had
Mm-hmm.
in his head and everything, and basically he just put it on camera and everything. It's very like slow moving and spiritual, and it's not something that's going to make any money at all.
No.
So the fact that like Steven Spielberg and George Lucas could like fund it was really cool.
Yeah, that's pretty beautiful. That
Yeah.
like the next generation gets to help.
Gets
like,
to help
the
the-
grandfather.
And he
of
was like
film.
80 years old when he made it.
Yeah.
Like he was like super old.
And
when
he
made it.
deserves it. Who said no? Who looked at
All of
Akira
Japan.
Kurosawa and
all
said,
of Japan.
"Oh, okay."
All of Japan.
But
was
everyone
like,
was like, "No, old man, you
Well-
don't get to make your dream project."
well, the reason why is just because like,
It was just controversial.
well, it's controversial because if you watch the movie, it's very against nuclear power
Okay.
and very against like using nukes, and it would be too much to try to make that now like back then.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was really good. I like
Good.
both of them.
So between Yojimbo and Dreams, what should people
Shit.
go out and watch? What should they start off with?
It
Akira
depends on what
Kurosawa?
you. Oh, to start out, I'd go with Yojimbo.
Yojimbo.
Just because Dreams is more like Tarkovsky, if you know who that is.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Tarkovsky. Where it's like,
what is he? Metropolis.
no. He
Who
made
is he?
he made Stalker, Solaris.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with him.
Yeah, he's a Russian director. But it's basically more like him, where it's very dreamlike and very much not like plot driven at all. And it's
Mhm.
very much more tonally driven kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's basically what I'm trying to say is that it's fucking boring for some parts, but it gets cool at other points. But I don't know. I like those kind of movies though.
Yeah.
I like those movies where it's like, it's not so much like plot driven. I mean, I also like the plot heavy movies. Like Yojimbo's very plot heavy and
Mhm.
everything. Like it's very like characters, like act 1, act 2, act 3, like kind of thing where it's very plot heavy. But I don't know, Dreams are just, like, I like those kind of movies that are kind of just dreamlike. Yeah, no, but I like both of them.
But you
I'd say
enjoyed-
Dreams you'd watch if you basically wanted to watch a beautiful looking movie,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not very interesting.
It seems like it's a thing where it's
well,
like,
it's interesting a different way, but
it seems like a thing for an Akira Kurosawa fan.
yeah,
Like
and that,
it seems like a thing where it's like, okay, if you were interested in this guy and you want to hear about what his dreams were like, like
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like you need to have the initial intrigue of knowing some of his movies maybe,
yeah, no.
or just kind of enjoying him a
No,
little,
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
then you might be interested in that one.
Yeah, that's basically like you got to know who he is and what he's made before, and this is like a love letter to himself.
Very nice.
But it's cool. I like both of them. Also, I also watched Godzilla,
oh yeah, the original Godzilla.
the original Godzilla, which I also really enjoyed,
Yeah.
and I really liked that one. Not as much as Kurosawa, obviously, but I still really enjoyed the original Godzilla.
Yeah.
But going off of that, I don't have much to say about Godzilla. But
yeah.
Godzilla, the director of that, directed 2 of the short films in Dreams.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's
That's
like
cool.
it was a team up between the 2 of them, and I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." And I could tell which ones were him. Actually, I
Mhm.
could tell which one of them was him. The other one, I was like, "Oh shit, that's great for him." 'Cause it's one of the best ones in the whole thing,
Okay.
and it's very much not in the realm of like Godzilla. The other one's like a disaster movie type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, both of them. I really like Godzilla. I really liked Yojimbo, and I really like Dreams.
All right. So if you guys are in the mood for some Asian cinema, you've got 3 good recommendations right there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to check some of those out.
I'm trying to think of what else I watched.
I want to watch Kurosawa.
Kurosawa was fucking great.
Yeah.
It sounds like I'm just loopy right now,
Yeah.
so I can't really
That's okay.
like elaborate too much.
Yeah.
But what were the other? Oh, I watched The Evil Dead.
Oh, yes.
I
You told
watched
me about this. I
the
still need to see
The
it.
Evil Dead was really cool. The Evil
Mhm.
Dead was like, I mean, obviously the plot is very much like a cabin in the woods and ghost shit happens.
Mhm.
So it's basically like every other cabin in the woods movies that's out there.
Mhm.
But this one's really cool because it's really bloody.
It's really what?
It's really bloody.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yes.
really bloody. So it was made for 355 or 350,000 or $375,000
Hmm.
between Sam Raimi and all of his friends. Sam Raimi made Spider-Man, uh,
That's I
Oz,
mean,
Oz the Great and Powerful.
did he make Oz the Great and Powerful?
Yeah, he did.
Jeez Louise.
He also made Drag Me to Hell.
That's right.
Um,
Yeah. And then he made all the Evil Dead movies.
Yep, and he made all the Evil Dead movies.
Yep.
But Evil Dead was his first like feature film that like everyone knew about. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
sure he's made other ones before that, but it's more short films. But this one was for $375,000, and it was between like all of his high school friends that he made short films with before, and it's very like dirty and bloody and just like intense, and it's
Mhm.
really good. I really enjoyed The Evil Dead. So I don't know how
Yeah.
much more I could say. It's just inspiring to see something. It's kind of like in the realm of what I was saying about like I like watching lo-fi things,
Mhm.
and I don't know. It's cool.
Well, you brought up something cool with Evil Dead when we were talking about it before, like how you were saying how he made it with high school friends and stuff, but he made it like with his brother and Bruce Campbell.
No,
Like those were like.
the brother was not involved. I don't
Oh, he
think.
wasn't.
No,
Okay.
he made short films with his brother in high school, but I don't think he
Gotcha.
was involved in this one.
Okay.
So
So that
Bruce,
wasn't like the guy from Spider-Man who comes in and he's like,
yeah, no, he's not in this movie,
okay,
but he was in his like short films before.
gotcha. But that's
But
so cool to like that Bruce Campbell was like just his friend in high school,
oh yeah,
and that
and
he was just
I
like,
love the reason why they
yeah,
used him as the lead actor, and that's because the ladies would like him the most.
yeah, that he was just the most handsome out of the bunch.
Out of all of them.
That's
and
so cool.
It's cool.
Because you
But
were saying like in like his acting in the movie is very like
no, it's not. It's
it's
not
very
great.
amateur.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not great, but it has like a charm to it where it's like, oh, this isn't great, but it has a charm to it where it's like, I don't know. It feels more like I don't know, just like it feels like a friend making a short film with
Yeah,
his friend. So it's cool. I like them both.
yeah. I really want to check that out. I
Yeah,
really
no,
do.
I loved The Evil Dead.
Yeah.
I loved Evil Dead. I've loved like every movie this week. I also watched Only God Forgives, which I did not expect to like. I said Only God Forgives. I might have said that fast.
Yes, the Nicholas Winding Refn movie. I
Yes.
think we even mentioned it before on here, possibly.
No, I watched it after.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, not like that we
not
had
watching
watched it,
it.
but I think we mentioned it just in conversation.
Yeah.
But so you finally checked it out.
I finally checked it out, and it was really good.
Good.
I did not expect to like that one
Yeah.
at all because I went into it expecting a Nicholas Winding Refn movie, which, if you know his movies, means a lot of things. Namely, it looks really good, and also it can be fucking boring sometimes,
Yeah.
and it could be like very little dialogue and not much character.
Mhm.
But this one was cool because it looked really good.
Yeah.
It looked really good. Like it's not like a thing where it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Like it looks amazing. Like all the colors and all the like direction and all the like shots and everything look amazing.
Would
Like,
you say that's still the star of the
oh
movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, you like the whole star of this movie is how it's filmed.
Okay.
Because you go into this movie and you're like, man, I'm sure this is gonna look good, but you don't know how good it's gonna be filmed because it's amazing what they do. Because they have like, I don't know, it's very much like the indie like really well shot movies, like
Mhm.
a lot like very symmetrical, very like properly set up and everything, but it looks really good. Like I was watching, I was like, oh my god, this is insane what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine making something that looks this good. Like it
Mm.
was really well shot, and it had some good character stuff. It's like it's not very in-depth character stuff, but it's like enough to keep you along
Mm-hmm.
and enough to keep you interested in everything. But it's very plot heavy, symbol heavy, like a lot of like metaphors and
Yeah.
just like artsy fartsy bullshit. Um, and very like visually like told.
Yeah. I imagine having a plot probably helps the Nicholas Winding Refn movie
Yeah, and
to stay invested.
it has a very like plot, like it has a big like it has a plot. It's not like a thing where it's like just artsy bullshit.
Yeah. That's good to hear.
It has like a plot of like so it's about uh what's his name? Ryan Gosling.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Gosling has his brother and they're both drug dealers in Taiwan, I think, or
Okay.
Singapore, like somewhere in the Eastern Hemisphere. So he's somewhere there.
Yes.
And his brother tries to rape and murder a 15-year-old girl.
Oh, so he's a scumbag.
Yeah, so yeah, not
Not Ryan Gosling, but
but
his
his
brother.
brother, his
Yes.
brother. So his brother tries to rape and murder a 15-year-old girl, and then the cops get involved, and then the cops allow the father of that 15-year-old girl to murder Ryan Gosling's brother.
Okay.
So basically, now it's like a war between the cops, the corrupt cops, and everything, and Ryan Gosling trying to go at each other.
Now,
So,
is it like a lot of action?
no,
Okay, because like I don't know. For some reason, I was picturing like, is this like the Hotline Miami for a movie
it has like,
kind of
I mean, it
thing?
has that red aesthetic of a Hotline Miami,
Mm-hmm.
where it's very red and
Just like
everything.
colorful gun stuff, but
Yeah.
I didn't know what it was.
So the thing that's cool about this is it's very violent, but it holds back the violence. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not like a thing where it's like just violence everywhere and everything. Kind of like, I mean, his movies are never like that, I guess. But this one's really well done. Like
Yeah.
this one, I need to rewatch the movies because maybe I like him more.
Mm-hmm.
But this one was really well done because whenever the violence did happen, it popped. Like it was like, oh shit, like this guy is like getting his arms chopped off, like kind of things, where it's just
Yeah.
like insane violence.
Ooh.
So it's cool. I really enjoyed that one. I think I was also in the right mood for it
Mm-hmm.
because you got to be in the right mood for Nicholas Winding Refn. I mean, you got to be in the right mood for any movie,
But just
but
especially like a patient movie.
a movie that's like that
A
for sure.
movie, yeah, for sure. I understand.
But yeah, I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that one. I'm trying to think of. I think that's everything I watched this week.
Yeah.
At least everything notable.
Okay. Very nice.
So Evil
Yeah, so
Dead,
you've watched a lot.
Godzilla,
Yojimbo,
Yojimbo.
Dreams.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's everything.
Lots of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you watched anything?
I did watch a couple movies this week. So I have not watched nearly as many as you, but I did watch two very different movies. And I'm going to start with the one that most people probably have heard of because it's out in theaters right now. I watched Brightburn this week.
Do people know that movie?
Probably not because
Probably not.
it's not making too much money, but
No.
Brightburn is essentially if not Batman, if Superman was crash landed on the planet when he was a baby and grew up but used his powers for evil. So we come in on the story at Brandon Breyer at 12 years old, and he begins to.
Wait, is Brandon Breyer like a no? It's not.
No, it's like some other. It's like kind of like a superhero because it's like the BB,
Yeah,
but it's not.
I thought it was gonna be like a Bark Blent type of thing.
No,
where it's like a play on Clark Kent. And I was
no,
like,
no,
huh.
no. Brandon Breyer is his name, and he's this 12-year-old boy who's starting to experience some like sleepwalking, and he ends up sleepwalking out to his barn, and there's this red light coming from the barn, and he's like trying to break it. So in the barn, because it's very much dependent on like the Superman lore, so it's not really spoiling to give the premise of this movie. So basically, in the barn is like the pod that he crash landed in, basically Superman's
okay.
pod,
Yeah.
and it's giving him like the energy of whatever Krypton was for this movie.
Yeah.
So basically, now he's able to fly and he has all Superman's powers, but he is trying to destroy everything because the pod. It's a very poorly done like message where there's like something in Krypton like the Krypton language or whatever
Yeah.
saying something and he's just like blah 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 and then it translates to take the world. It's
Okay.
very poorly done. But he just like he's like sleeping
I
one
feel
night
like this movie could have been
and he just says
awesome.
take the world. And then So yeah, it's basically the movie is this kid starting to terrorize the town, this small little farm town, and Elizabeth Banks and Roy from The Office, Pam's first husband, like the one who she was going to marry. So they're the parents, and they're good. Like these are not bad actors. These are fun
Hmm.
actors that could have had so much chemistry.
Well, Elizabeth Banks was in Slither,
Yeah,
so she's like in this like world
yeah,
of like
and
the James
well,
Gunn horror movies.
the thing is though, is it's just so not James Gunn. Like
Really?
there's little moments where you're like, if this was James Gunn, it would be better. But it's very clearly just that it's kind of I think James Gunn was like, yes, like I'm gonna help my brothers out and let them make a movie.
Yeah. So it was James Gunn's brother that made it.
So I'm pretty sure James Gunn produced it, and then there are two other Guns. So I imagine they're his two other brothers. It might be cousins or something like that. I'm not sure exactly,
Yeah.
but there are two other Guns directing this movie.
Gotcha. Okay.
And like you get little moments where you're like, oh yeah, like I kind of get like they're all kind of like they have like the Gun humor a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and there are some fun parts. But for the most part, it really falls flat. It
Yeah.
falls very flat. Like there was so much potential. I feel like when I heard this premise originally, like Superman, but if he were bad and a kid terrorizing a town, I don't know. Like I thought that there could be something fun to it. But the thing is when it comes into execution, and it's just like this kid flying through the house, like zipping through the house and just breaking it apart. There's not a lot of room to really build a lot of tension.
Yeah.
And then there's just like goofy shit, like him floating around the bed as they're hiding under it. You know what I mean? Like it's just
Yeah.
stupid stuff where it's like, this works a lot better in concept than execution. And if it had a better director, I think we would have cared a lot more about the characters. Because
Yeah.
like they're good actors. They're just I don't really like the kid who played Brandon Breyer, like the main kid. He wasn't that
Really.
great. But Badger from Breaking Bad's in it, and he's the best part of the movie.
I forget his name. I know what you're talking about
But
though.
he's like the guy with like the raspy voice, and he's
Yeah.
just like, "Hey, I'm your uncle."
Mm-hmm.
And
No, I know who.
so like
I know what you're talking
Brandon turns 12 in the movie, and they go to this diner, and Badger from Breaking Bad gives him this present, and it's a gun. He just gives him a gun
about.
like, in a public place. He's just like, "Here you go, buddy," and he's like, "What is it?" And it's a gun. It was I don't know. It's so goofy. The movie is very silly, but it's not. I guess it's not really the ending you would expect. So I kind of I enjoyed that they left it a
Did the
little
kid
open.
die?
I'm not gonna say.
He did die, didn't he?
No, that's why I didn't. That's why I liked it.
Oh, okay.
So the kid lives. Sorry. Brightburn spoilers.
I doubt
You don't
anyone's
have to
gonna.
see this
I
shit.
doubt anyone's gonna see
It's
it
really not that
because I
good at
feel
all.
like this movie would have done well if it was good. Like I feel like it would have gone.
Yeah, word of mouth. Because also this movie's gonna be successful. It was made for $6.5 million.
Oh,
It's like a Jason Blum horror movie.
yeah,
So this movie, by just sheer anyone seeing that it's a horror movie, will make its money back.
yeah.
Like it's easily gonna make its money back. It's just a shame that it couldn't have been good. So I don't know. That was
I mean,
Brightburn.
some of the stuff that you're saying doesn't sound like a bad
There
idea.
were some fun kills, and like I like that they go very R with it. Like
Okay.
it's bloody.
Really?
It is bloody, but
Okay.
but sometimes it's like it's not like bloody the way you want it to be. It's just kind of like a little cheap. Like it's a little cheap sometimes,
Okay.
but it's more like they go the CG route of cheap rather than the practical side of cheap. And if
Oh.
they went the practical side of cheap, it would have been a lot cooler. Like there's a part where there's like a broken jaw, but it's very clearly just a CG broken
Well,
jaw.
that's boring. Why the fuck didn't you do
So
makeup?
that's
bro?
what I mean. Like if you did makeup for some of these kills and stuff, it would have made it a lot cooler, I think.
Yeah, if you went
Um
like, cause the story, I'm not surprised that it's like whatever. That's
yeah.
kind of just like horror movies. A lot of them just don't have good stories.
Yeah.
That's just kind of like the thing.
Mhm.
But if at least they had like practical blood and like made it a little more fun with that, that would have saved the movie. It sounds
Yeah,
like.
like some of their attempts at kills, I don't know. There's one kill that's really stupid and it goes to like a major character in the movie. One of the kills is just so dumb.
Really?
It involves laser vision and it's just stupid and it doesn't look that good.
Yeah.
But like he has some creative kills where it's like eating a steering wheel. Like the
Wait,
like,
what? What
the
the
car
fuck?
crashes and like that's how the jaw breaks. Is like
Oh shit!
fucking like
I
mouth goes
I
into
thought
the
you meant
steering wheel.
Superman eats a soup.
No, no,
eats
no.
fucking steering
But
wheel.
yeah, like it's like that.
And
Like
then the
it's
guy's like, I can't drive anymore.
but it's like those kinds of moments where you're like, ooh, or like glass breaking and it going directly into the eye.
Yeah,
Like
that
it's good, like
those
good little things like that.
yeah.
But it's just like it's very CG, and it's just
Yeah, no, the
like
CGA part, like you could have made it. I think just like with film fans, because let's face it, a lot of people that are going into this are like horror fans or film fans.
yeah.
It's not like a thing where the mainstream audience is really going to go out to see this. I
Well,
don't
I
think.
think they actually are. Like, I think that's like where the runoff goes. Is like the people who don't give a shit and they're just like, it's a horror movie, so they don't care if it's CG or not. So like, if it's cheaper for them to go CG and keep the budget down, I understand why they did it. But for everyone else, like for the sake of making a fun movie that might last a little bit longer,
Yeah.
I think making it practical would be so much better than having this like fake CG jaw
Well, and also,
breaking.
how much more money would practical be?
I don't know.
I doubt,
I honestly
like
don't
for
know.
blood and everything,
Yeah,
like that kind of stuff. I, I don't know.
I
I don't
know.
know much about it.
I know. I would have.
But
I just that was like one thing was like with the kills, like they have like the normal like tension building of the kills and stuff. They do some really stupid like fake jump scares though, and I was like, this is cheap as fuck. Like it's
yeah,
just like he just turns around and they do a music cue, and I'm like, screw you. Stop doing these cheap ass things. Because honestly, this movie, if they just had a little bit more respect for the people watching, could
yeah,
have been much better.
yeah,
Like
it could have been cool.
just develop the relationship between Elizabeth Banks and Roy from The Office, and they could have been a little bit more watchable. Like
Yeah,
they weren't awful, but they could have been more enjoyable. Like let these kills be even more gory by making them a little bit
yeah.
more
No, you got to
practical.
full send this
Yeah,
shit.
like full send that stuff because you have the ideas. Like there are some cool ideas there. And I like the way they end it. Like they end it dark, and I like that. Like that's the way like this movie goes, and I like that. It's just like there are just some stupid things where it's like, really? Like there are some cool ideas, and then there are just some lazy ideas. And I'm like, why? Why don't you
Yeah,
just try
it
to
sounds
make
like
this good?
they just went the lazy approach with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It just felt like they were just pulling punches, and I was
You
I
could have
mean,
full
like
sent it and just.
honestly, yeah, like you could have made this a cool little movie.
Well, also, did they embrace the cheesiness?
Not really.
Or
No, like it was not really.
which
There was
that's
like
not like a bad
there
thing,
were
I guess.
some little comedic things. Like that's why I liked Badger was because he was kind of campy and goofy.
Yeah.
Like I wanted it to just kind of all be goofy.
Well, I like movies that like know they're campy, but they don't give a shit, and
Yeah.
they want to make it like the best campy movie they can.
No, the thing with this movie is you don't feel like they're trying to make the best movie. It feels like they're just making Brightburn because they got the opportunity to. I
Yeah.
don't know. It doesn't. It nothing really feels passionate about it. There are some cool kills, some cool stuff to go to, but honestly, you don't have to see this movie really ever. Don't see it in the theater. Like it'll make its money back regardless because of sheer horror movie buzz that
Yeah.
movies get and run off from other movies. It'll make its money back. Don't see this movie in the theater. It doesn't deserve your money. Don't see
Matt
it.
gives it a thumbs down.
I give it a thumbs down. If you want to go see my review on Letterboxd, I gave it a 1 star.
Oh yeah,
So,
letterbox
yeah.
down in the description.
Yeah. Go down there in the description. Find us on Letterboxd. But I did watch one other movie earlier this week, and it makes up for Brightburn, and it has kids in it also.
Wait,
I
which one?
watched Weird Science
Oh yeah, that's
earlier
right.
this week.
I thought you were gonna say E.T.
No, no. But I watched Weird Science for the first time earlier this week. So if you're not familiar with it, it's an early John Hughes movie with Anthony Michael Hall from Breakfast Club, the nerd, and he plays kind of like the cool nerd in this one. He has a lot more. Yeah,
Ah.
like he has more confidence. And then his best friend, it's like these two best friends who want to make a robot girl who just like does like who they can kiss and stuff.
Who they can fuck.
Basically, like that's the whole premise of Weird Science.
They wanted to make a
It's-
sex doll.
It's just these two horny little nerdy boys who do this like ridiculous thing to this old crazy computer, and they like hack in. It's so funny, and it embraces being ridiculous, and I love it. And then they just make Kelly LeBrock, who's just this beautiful. I think she might have been married to Van Damme. So
okay.
I think they might have been married at one time, but she's gorgeous and she's so fun and charming. Like that's part of what works about this movie is just that like it's kind of weird. Like if this movie didn't accept exactly what it was and didn't full send it, like what we were saying with Brightburn, it full sends it and it's weird and it's goofy and it does like kind of weird things, it wouldn't have worked. But it's a charming movie. The way
Mhm.
I kind of like the thing I was thinking about as I was watching it is like this is the Mary Poppins for puberty. And I think that's very accurate for it because it is just like there's this like magical woman who comes into these two kids' lives and gives them
And
this
becomes their nanny.
yeah, like becomes their like one like gives them this lesson that they can then take on and then she goes away.
She dies?
No, she doesn't. She doesn't die. She
Does
was
she
never alive.
explode?
She's a robot.
She explodes?
No, she just like they like. She's like, I have to leave now,
They
guys.
Thanos her?
Yep, they snap her right on out. But no, dude,
I
this
am
this
Iron Man.
movie was so charming, and I really really enjoyed it. Like,
So they full sent it.
yes, and it's such a good runtime too. It's like 130 something. Like, it's super short,
Mhm.
super sweet, and it's just so much fun. It's just these two nerds who made this beautiful woman, and then like she just loves them, and the bullies in the movie, which will transition into the next topic, is this nobody and Robert Downey Jr., a young Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, shit. Really?
Yep, and it's really
Oh.
fun just to see like it's fun to see actors that became something so much when they were kind of nothing before,
Yeah.
like having small roles and having like fucked up teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just, like, his teeth weren't perfect or anything. He was just kind of like this kind of, like, wormy, slimy dude.
Yeah.
And you could kind of see, like, a little bit of, like, his, like, Iron Man-isms and, like, the Robert Downey Jr. that we know today, but he didn't grow into it yet. Like, he was still just a kid.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to go back and see, like, a young Robert Downey Jr. back when he only went by Robert Downey. So, I don't know. Weird
Robert
Science is really, really fun. If you haven't checked it out yet, if you like Ferris Bueller, all that kind of stuff, it fits right in there with it. As like an early John Hughes movie that really doesn't pull any punches. It's very weird. Lots of fun, like practical stuff. It's
Mhm.
like lots of like reverse shots of Goofy, like couches flying out of
Mhm.
chimneys and stuff like that. I don't know. It's a lot of fun, and they learn how to get girls.
Oh.
Like that's like the movie. It's just like they want to learn how to score girls, and that's what it is. It's just like this.
Hell yeah.
It's this beautiful girl teaching them how to score girls, and then it's like them just driving fast cars, and it's
Mhm.
it's the perfect kids movie. Like it's so
It doesn't
awesome.
sound like a kids movie.
There's like little adult elements, but it's
It
the
sound it,
family movie thing
it
where it's
sounds
like
like
kids can enjoy this. Well, it's like like tweens and teens
yeah.
can enjoy this movie where it's like it's a tiny bit like risque in certain ways,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it's very innocent still.
Yeah.
And it has a young Bill Paxton. A young Bill Paxton being this like greasy older brother
How
who
old was he?
he was maybe like 24 or something.
Damn.
But his teeth were all messed up too, and he's just like this like gross guy who's just shaking his brother down for money, and he's just this loser. And
Oh,
it's
is he
just
like
so
is he
good.
like the evil older brother?
Yeah, but like it's also they keep it loose. Like he
Yeah.
like goes away for the weekend and he comes back and he's like, "Hey, little brother." Blah, 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 blah." It's so fun. It's such a fun movie. So if you're a fan of John Hughes, if you like all those other movies and you haven't checked out Weird Science, please do because I was super pleased with it and it's just so fun. So fun. Um
Fuck yeah, Weird Science.
so yeah, I haven't seen a lot of movies this week, but I had one great one and Brightburn. So,
Too bad with Brightburn. That could have been cool.
I know there was potential for it.
I thought the trailer didn't look bad.
I know.
The trailer didn't look bad.
I know.
I like the. I think if they take more of a full send approach to it, could have been better.
Yeah, I'd like to see a movie like that. Like, I want to see one of these like under $10 million horror movies embrace like what like your Evil Dead did.
Yeah, Evil
Whereas,
Dead really full sent
like
it,
just
bro.
be cheap and be bloody and be practical. Like try to just be creative with it because there are some good ideas in Brightburn, but it just doesn't feel like it has a pulse or a heart to it, and that's what's missing. So I think that's what we've been watching this week.
Yep.
That might be the conclusion to that little segment. But with Weird Science, with me talking about Robert Downey Jr., I wanted to bring up a more topical topic.
Huh.
And that is that Robert Downey Jr. is the real life Iron Man.
So what do you mean he's
Okay.
trying to save the world?
So Zach hasn't really seen the news that I've seen last week, and as some of you might know, some of you might not, he came out on I believe it was an Amazon.
He came out.
He came out on an Amazon keynote.
He came out.
He came out.
Oh my! He's saving the world.
He came out and he basically delivered this presentation, kind of like a very like humanitarian kind of thing that Leonardo DiCaprio's been doing. Like all like it's basically just another like big celebrity movement.
Our world is melting.
Yeah, basically them coming out, like someone like that coming out. But this time it was Robert Downey Jr., our Iron Man, our Avenger,
Our
coming out.
real life Avenger.
Exactly. So it was very touching and meaningful to see that he came out and was like, we really need to stop this. And
Listen, guys, I know I'm a superhero on the big screen, but I'm a superhero in real life too.
exactly. And it's, I don't know, there's something kind of magical about that. Like I kind of believe this a little, like this one gives me just a little bit more hope than any other celebrity
That
saying it.
Spider-Man's real.
No, 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 not just that Spider-Man's real, but just that like not just that, you know.
Not just that.
But like, I don't know, he came out and he was just like, I want, like, in 10 years we could fix the planet using technology. Like he did, like he came out there and he like acted like Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and he was just like we can use our technology to fix the world.
Mm-hmm.
We can do it. And I don't know, like I guess it's like it's a little goofy, I guess, because it's not necessarily practical. But
Listen, guys,
I don't know,
I got a
like
suit back home.
it's nice that like if we all did put our minds to it, if we all did listen to what Robert Downey Jr. presented, we actually could fix the world. It's just
Let's just say, honestly, let's save the world.
let's save the world, bro.
So I'm thinking, what we do, contact NASA.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What are they gonna do with the spaceship? Because NASA's gonna be like, oh, you know, that's a great idea and everything, but the government actually won't give us that kind of money. So
Shit.
sorry, your one phone call is
You know
done.
what I say to that? Shit.
Shit.
Okay. So scratch NASA.
Okay. You've got like your call list.
Yeah. So scratch NASA. NASA's off the list.
Saving the world contact list. All right, who's next?
The IRS.
Okay. Now, what are you gonna ask the IRS?
I don't know. But we could probably get a lot of tax money.
Right.
We could get a lot of tax money.
Right.
And
And what do we want to do with the money? Where's the money gonna go?
build an Iron Man suit for the world.
Okay.
And you know what I'm going to do with that?
What are you gonna do with that?
Save the world.
Nicely done. Okay. Now, what did you think of what Robert Downey said?
What did I think of it? I mean, yeah, dude, let's save the world.
I don't know. I don't know. Like more so than Leo, like this being his platform and everything. No offense to Leo or anything. I just think
Leo's an OG though.
he is an OG. I just think it's pretty cool that Robert Downey Jr. came out and like did something like on brand, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
On brand.
Like on brand for like Iron Man to just be
Yeah.
like let's use our technology and innovation to just like put it back into the world rather than trying to like go out into space and just different things that aren't necessarily gonna actually help us.
You
But-
don't think space?
Well,
space
no,
is
no, no, no,
gonna-
no, 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 no. I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying like less meaningful innovation than saving the planet that we're living on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I think if you go into space.
Okay, I'm not saying space. I'm saying everything else other than space. Like I understand like
like building the new iPhone.
yes, yeah, like innovation like that.
Oh, we need
Every
the new
single piece
iPhone.
of technology that's just making things easier for us to like ignore the problem. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Use that technology to help to try to fix the problem. I think that's pretty cool. But he like I don't know, he kind of like threw down this is kind of like a goofy word. I don't know why like when I hear nanotechnology it makes me laugh.
Nanotechnology.
What's the movie? Is it like Big Hero 6 where he's using
G.I. Joe,
nanotechnology?
Rise of the Cobra.
Oh, he's using the nanotechnology.
He's using the nano missile. He just brought down the Paris Tower.
We can't stop him.
Wait, what's the Paris Tower? The Eiffel Tower?
The Eiffel Tower.
The Ireland type. The Ireland Tower.
But
Oh, nice. He's saving the world.
yeah, I don't know. I saw that article on like Facebook or something, and I was like, I want to just find more out about this. Like I want to hear him speak about this on the keynote. I had a hard time finding it, but
What if it? Wait, who made it?
what are you talking
The
about?
article.
I don't
What,
know.
what if it was the Onion, and it was all fake?
The Onion? Is that like Macaulay Culkin's website?
No.
Have you heard of that?
Wait, what?
You know that like that's like what Macaulay Culkin does these days.
He makes
He-
onions?
Oh no, he like runs a website. But it's
Oh
like kind of
shit.
like a spoof website where they make like
Yeah, that's what
fake
the
news
Onion.
titles and shit.
He might just stole from the Onion.
Like, I don't know. I guess maybe I just don't really get the joke, but something about that just seems like a waste of time to me. Like, ooh, let's just make some fake news and spread it around. Like, oh, but they're gonna laugh at it. It's okay.
But it can be funny, bro.
I'm glad you like the Onion.
I like the Onion.
I'm glad
but
you like the Onion.
No, it's.
No, but it's very real
thi-
news. Robert Downey Jr. did come out on a
I think they
keynote.
made fun of Kevin Spacey when, like,
Oh,
all
when his
that shit
allegations
happened.
came out?
Yeah, when all that shit happened, I think they made fun of him.
Yeah, pretty funny.
It was pretty funny
because he did bad things.
because he did really bad things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, that's
But,
good.
yeah, I don't know. There was just something more heartwarming than usual hearing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like that like childhood whimsy of seeing like the superhero come out and say it. I don't know. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I thought
I am Iron Man, not on the screen, but in real life also.
yeah. Well, honestly, that's what everyone says anyway. Everyone's
I-
like, dude, Robert Downey Jr. is
He-
Iron Man.
he
And then
is
he came
Iron
out
Man.
and said something like
Wait,
important.
did he say at
as
the
Iron
end?
Man,
Did
essentially.
he say at the end? I am Iron Man.
I am Robert
and I
Downey
want
Jr.
you to save the world.
Honestly, if Robert Downey Jr. came up to you
Yeah.
and said, "Will you help me?"
Well, I'll do anything for Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
Anything. Anything.
anything,
Anything.
anything,
Anything.
anything,
Anything. Anything.
anything,
Anything. Anything.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Very sweet, and kind of like a heartfelt article to read. Because I don't know. Sometimes you see some doozies on there. See some sad stuff.
Yeah.
You turn on the news sometimes and you're just like, "Geez, Louise." Like there was like I was watching the news for maybe 30 minutes. I saw a father shoots his son, and
Oh, that's everything.
and probably like 3 robbery stories. I was like, "What the heck?"
Dude, that's every day.
Where's
my parents always have the news on,
I
and
know.
every day it's just like really shitty.
Where's the
things.
cute squirrel skiing?
That doesn't sell though.
You're right.
That does not sell. Violence
Man.
sells, as Nightcrawler says.
That was a good movie.
Yeah.
Good movie. Haven't seen that.
I
in-
haven't thought of it since this
No.
moment, but
Isn't it weird to think that was like what 6 years ago?
that was not 6 years ago.
Was it 2013?
2014.
5 years ago?
Fuck.
Either way,
Jesus
there's
Christ.
no good way around it. That movie's half a decade ago.
Yeah. No.
Gosh, why? Like these movies don't feel like they're that old. Like
Because
these movies weren't that
that's-
long
That's
ago.
life, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That's life.
I
You
don't
get
know,
old.
man.
That's why Dreams is cool, because you're watching a old director make an old movie.
Yeah.
You
Good.
made-
That's a
you
good
made
observation.
an old movie. Yeah.
You made an old movie because you're old.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Robert Downey Jr. will truly save the
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
I don't know if he'll truly save the world.
Yeah.
I think
But you gotta stay positive.
you gotta stay positive.
At least
yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
There was actually something that happened today where I felt like I had to stay positive. I was driving home. I dropped my siblings off at like a summer camp thing.
Okay.
And I was driving back, and there were like these 2 older fellas in like this like sporty little Mazda, and they
Mhm.
just like kind of cut me off, and like
And you were like,
and just like
"Fuck
turned in.
you!"
Well, I was just kind of like, what? And then I kind of thought about it for just a second, and I felt like I just like thought of this different perspective that I could use every time, and that's like, what if this person is just like living his movie right now?
What?
Like what if he's just
What do
like
you mean?
what if he's having like the best day of his life, and like he just had so much fun just like cutting off this other dude, which might just be me, and like putting everyone else in danger, but it's like it's okay because he's just having a goofy
But what if
time.
what if he's really angry? He's having the worst day.
Well, no, I mean like I'm not saying like him having road rage. I'm saying like my reaction to not having road rage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like this guy was just doing something silly. No, it was stupid, but I don't know. Just think about that maybe next time. If anything bad happens, it's just like, you know what? Like you came close, but I'm just gonna let it go because this might be like the most alive you felt in a minute. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just like let people do stupid shit sometimes because like you're just living life anyway. Like as long as it's not seriously impeding on like your ability to live. If it's just if it's just like someone being stupid in a car but not actually doing anything super bad.
Swerve around you and like go through the entire lane of traffic.
It was just one of those things where I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna get angry at this because what if these two dudes are just having like such a great day? Why should I be so negatively affected by them having a good day?
But what if they're having a really shitty day?
And then it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna let them bring that on to me.
Yeah, true.
Like either way,
Don't let
just
it...
like as a way to rationalize it. If you're ever feeling the road rage, that's my little gift
Your
of
little
knowledge
2
to
cents
you.
on it.
My little 2 cents on it is just imagine that they're living their best life. Imagine that they're just having a really good time, and why shouldn't you be instead? Like, why do you have to be like?
And
Why
then
do you have to be that angry guy that's like, "Hey, screw you"? Like,
then,
you could just
because then you're in the movie also, and you're that guy.
yeah. But I just feel like so many times in the movies you see people like you see cars get cut off.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Like sometimes,
Hey,
like just imagine in like an action movie, all the cars that just have to like honk and stop. Like
Yeah.
if they're all actually getting so terribly pissed, how sad the world must be in action movies. Every time they're like, dude, come on, man, come on. Like there's no
that's
way.
A great
There's
world.
no way they
that's
can deal with
it.
it.
World. Imagine
No.
if we just all got so angry at one another,
Jeez
and it was
Louise.
just like motherfucker every single time something
No,
happened.
but I guess like the world can't go around in action movies if they actually get so upset with road rage. So just imagine for a second that you're living in an action movie and that this person's getting their little scene. As long as it's not hurting you, like that's the thing. Is like you're obviously entitled. You're entitled to being pissed off if they're actually doing anything to you.
If they do something to me, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Also, I was alone in my car, so I didn't feel like anyone else's life was in danger except mine. So it was like it was me able to be like, okay, it's just me. Like I'm not like it's not my siblings in the car. It's not family. It's not friends. It's not anything. It's just me being like, it's fine. Like I'd be okay if I ran to the back of this guy. Like I'm not worried about this. I'm gonna let this go.
Wait, what? You'd be okay if you ran it in?
We were going like 10 miles an hour. Like that's the thing. Like he wasn't like doing something terribly dangerous. He was just being kind of silly.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a silly
if you
move.
ran into him, you'd have to.
Then he'd pay for it.
Would he though?
Because he crossed over the lane without using his turn signal.
Oh yeah,
and was crossing over, trying to get into the thing. No,
unless he sues you.
I'd say, bitch, give me your Mazda. I'll take
And
your
then
car.
you're like, now you're not in the movie, bitch.
Yeah. Well, yeah. The thing is like I'd win. Like if I had to. Like if they're doing the stupid illegal thing, I'm just trying not to get upset about it. You know. So I don't know. That was just something that I was thinking about today as I was driving. I was like, I'm just gonna try to think of some better way to look at the situation, and not get upset or annoyed at someone. Yeah. Because they're not doing something terribly wrong. We're going 10 miles an hour, and you did something silly. Like, you're like goofing around with your friend, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, you're retiring. You're just having a good time living life.
Yeah.
If I lose my legs... No, I'm just kidding.
I've been getting pissed off at drivers more, but...
Yeah. No, I mean, it's super easy to. I'm just trying to bring up a potential way to look at it as, listen, this might be their action movie today. Don't be the pissed off pedestrian.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that, man. I don't know.
Super positive. Bro.
Just trying to think of some other ways to look at the world. I don't know. Try not to be negative. Who needs it? Who needs it?
I've been negative.
You've been negative?
I have been negative.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's fun to be negative. Sometimes it's fun to... I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to scream.
Sometimes. Yeah. Well, like, what have you been negative about? Are you getting the road rage? What's happening?
Yeah, I mean, I get road rage.
Yeah.
Road rage. I mean, sometimes it's not fun to be negative. Like, when you're actually sad. Like, that stuff's not fun.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's fun to drive home from work being really frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just scream your head off to some music. And then after that, you're like, I'm good now.
Yeah. Well, that's like more therapeutic than just like getting angry at another human. I don't know. That's like your way of like calming down then. Like it's not really a negative thing if you're helping yourself feel better.
Yeah.
You know.
But you need that negative to be happy though.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying like trying to avoid like doting upon negativity.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like with like the whole road rage thing. If someone does something stupid, but nothing really happens from it, like if it was just like, okay, this person made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
why am I going to spend 10 minutes worrying about it? You know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you just got to like, okay, is everyone okay? You got to try to let it go.
Yeah, I think it's okay to be negative sometimes, but just have like the overall outlook that life is good, not
Yeah.
just the negative outlook.
No, there's nothing wrong with having bad feelings. It's more just like I'm just talking about like when you do get into some of those modes, there are ways to get out of them potentially. Like just by
Mm-hmm.
a slightly different perspective. So, I don't know. That was just something I thought about today. And yeah, it made me feel a little bit better. I was like, I'm just gonna let these guys go. Like, I'm not gonna actually get upset with these guys. I'm just gonna listen to some music and chill. There's just like there was too much of the day left. Also,
This should
like
get out my
this
face.
happened at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. You cannot let something happen at 1 in the afternoon piss you off for the rest of the day unless it's something really serious. Like if it's something so minor, gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. So that's what I did today. What else is going on with you, Zach?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we watched Goosebumps 2 yesterday.
Oh shoot! Yes, we gotta talk about it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Here we are, just like talk. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
We got
Yes.
Goosebumps 2, baby.
Okay. Yes, we have the Wolfpack Movie Club homework
Boom.
section.
There we go.
There you go.
Wolfpack Movie Club homework.
Oh my goodness.
Title, screen. So,
Oh my gosh.
we
We watched
watched
Goosebumps too.
we watched Goosebumps 2, and what do you think?
Honestly, you want to know what I honestly thought?
What?
I kind of enjoyed parts. Like, I really thought Goosebumps 2 was going to be absolute garbage. Let me know if you agree with me out there, if you watched Goosebumps 2 along with Zach and I.
Wait, what parts did you enjoy, Matthew?
I actually enjoyed the first 2 acts more than the third act. Like,
Yeah.
I liked some of, like, the fun, like, little Halloween, like, Day of Halloween things. Like, I liked Mr. Chu, like, the dude from
Yeah.
The Hangover. Like, I just thought it was fun. I was like, this is kind of goofy. And also, like, just, like, the boyfriend coming in through the window and, like, there's, like, the recurring joke of them just hitting their heads on the window.
Yeah.
I just thought it was so goofy. I was like, this is cute.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then, like, they actually, even if it's, like, a little basic, they gave you kind of a reason to give a crap about the kids. Like, she's got this, like, college
Did they?
paper due.
Oh,
Like,
the college paper
like
thing.
she wants to be a writer
Yeah.
and all this stuff. And, like, she has something that she has a little time constraint. And,
low-key-
and she
I was-
needs to go
I
through a
was
little
like-
journey
I
to
mean, it
have
was
something
like-
to talk about.
It was like basic as fuck, but the last 5 minutes like touched me. Not the.
Not fucking Jack Black. Okay. We have to talk about Jack Black at some point. We don't have to get there yet. But Jesus Christ.
That fucking last scene was so good.
Oh my god.
That
Dude.
last scene where he just fucking sucked it to the book. I was like, oh no!
Oh my god. Wait. Can we wait? Like let's wait for that part. We can't spoil it for anyone who wants to see Goosebumps 2 still.
You should have watched it by now. This
Yes,
is Wolfpack
yes,
Movie Club homework.
You had a whole week. But anyhow, I really didn't think he was gonna return though. Cause I didn't see him in the cast list. And when I heard
he's not in the cast.
dude, that was such a fucking surprise. What a
like,
surprise. I was like, are they really just gonna get like a discount R.L. Stein dude, like the fan of R.L. Stein to come into this movie? I loved when they were like, yeah, like R.L. Stein couldn't make it. Like they were basically just saying that. They were like literally like Jack Black didn't want to come back.
No,
and then he did.
No,
I was like, oh my god, this is great.
You know what he was making at the time?
What?
The house that has clocks in it,
Oh my god.
or the walls have. I don't fucking that one.
Yeah, the
movie.
house it's the house that has clocks in it, I think.
Yeah,
But
basically the one that everyone said a different word with clock instead of clocks.
yeah, everyone said yeah. uh, but okay, so Goosebumps 2 for it. I mean, if you didn't do your homework, I guess
Fuck
we'll give
you.
you just a little bit.
No.
I want to go over a little bit of the plot.
No slack. Do your homework.
But the movie is about basically Slappy the dummy comes back apparently because we mind you all, we haven't seen the first
Yeah,
Goosebumps.
so I don't know what happened in the first one. They hinted at some stuff
Yeah,
in the first one. I was like,
think we
what
have
happened?
I think we have a pretty good idea that it was basically the exact same thing.
I think
Except he
probably
wrote
the
it.
same movie happened, except they saved the movie with a typewriter.
Yeah, it seems like they just had a different little Deus Ex Machina to save the day.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it seems like we basically watched Goosebumps 1.5.
So basically, Slappy comes back and wants to make Halloween the world.
Yes. So it's the next, like, the latest book from R.L. Stine was not finished. It was R.L. Stine's Haunted Halloween.
Haunted Halloween.
Haunted Halloween. And this is the book where Slappy comes back and he resurrects all of the Halloween creatures. Not necessarily all of the ones that you know from the iconic movie, but more just all of the toys and candy that is iconically known.
Oh, I mean,
in
there's some
Halloween.
stuff in there that's from the
Yeah, there are
books.
little things. Like Mr. Chew was basically just... I kind of like that they did that with Mr. Chew.
Wait.
Where he was just a fan of Goosebumps.
Oh,
and he was just listing off like
no.
episodes.
Yeah, no, I like the.
But
Mr.
you're
Chew
saying
stuff.
creatures?
The creatures, there's some of them.
Yeah, some of the
But
creatures.
the things I didn't like about it, I guess it's just because I'm going off of the show and everything.
Mhm.
They made them look like absolute garbage.
Well, yeah, that was part of the hard thing.
They made them
with
look
this movie.
so generic. So generic.
I think that's just part of this movie also being like preceded by Sony Pictures Animation. Like it was very much like all of the creatures that you see. Like obviously, I'm not gonna rag on this movie for not going practical with some stuff. Like
There was actually more practical than I thought that there would be.
yeah,
Like there was like some stuff where I'm like, oh, that's cool, that's practical. But there was also other stuff where I'm like, you couldn't do a Wolfman practical.
yeah.
Where
Some of them I was like I'm actually not sure. So they didn't do a terrible job
No,
with
the-
some of the
No,
animation.
there were some practical things in there. Like I think the pumpkin thing was practical.
Oh yeah, he looked practical. Yeah, like
I
some
don't
of like
know.
the main creatures.
Like and then like the haunted masked person thing.
Yeah, the headless horseman was real.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't know. I just had a fun time.
Yeah.
Like it kind of just felt like a little inconsequential,
There was
little not horror, Halloween movie. Big difference. And
I think I was just disappointed.
I don't know. I had such low expectations that when I was like, "Oh my god, am I actually like laughing at this? Like, am I actually having a little bit of fun?"
No, yeah, I mean it wasn't like the worst thing. It was just like
Like, don't get me wrong. I was checking the time a lot.
I was on Reddit.
I was
during the
I was
thing.
checking the time a lot. But for the first half, I was actually enjoying it more.
Yeah, no. Once they introduced like the giant portal in the sky ending, I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm done.
It was just it's very paint by numbers. Like it's very you know exactly what's gonna happen. So once you kind of like are shown exactly what's going to happen, you're kind of like, okay, like let's just kind of let this play out. But for the first 45 minutes or so, you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, they're just kind of scared and they're like, Slappy's so goofy. Slappy the dummy.
sucked.
Slappy was like, Mama.
Slappy made me feel like was like I don't know. Slappy made me feel so dirty.
Yeah.
Slappy made me feel like it's like the uncle that wants to play,
Ew.
but it's so disgusting. It's like, please stop. God damn, I hated Slappy in this movie. I hated him. Like, I get that, like, he's supposed to be disgusting, but god damn, it was not fun to watch.
I
'Cause
also.
I thought it was Mark Hamill at first.
Oh, really?
Because it sounded like Mark Hamill's Joker at first. And I was
I
like,
see what you mean.
oh my god, is this Mark Hamill? And then I looked and it's like some like no name. I was like, god.
Yeah, some nobody.
And I was like, oh my god, no. Slappy, Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, I have something to say though. R.L. Stine's house looks exactly like the house from It, right? Like it looked
No,
like they just used the
They
exact
also
same
made an
lot.
They made an It joke in the last. Like,
Yeah, the
third.
balloon. He's like, I knew I wrote that first.
That was funny. That was a good joke. That was
pretty funny.
That was a pretty good joke.
It was just there was just a certain air to every line of dialogue Jack Black said that just felt like I don't know if you mean that. You know?
Why
Like
is Jack Black R.L. Stein, bro?
no, I love that he's R.L. Stein.
I
I just
it.
kind of wish that he was R.L. Stein a decade ago. There's just something about Jack Black now that just
It's
feels
so weird.
disingenuous. It just feels a little weird. Like, it feels like he's doing an impression of himself. That's what it is. It's like he's doing like that, hey, like he's like, watch out.
It just
I don't
feels
know.
like every time he does a line, they cut because after that he broke character instantly.
Yeah, like he seemed like
And then he walked off and like had a smoke break.
it doesn't seem like he interacted with the kids at all on set. Like after the scene was done, he went back to his trailer for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like he didn't care.
Oh yeah. There's no way he was
He,
just like, hey guys, what's up?
Or like he just went and hung out with his own kid or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
I just like, why didn't they do like any kind of like experimenting with the designs? I mean, I'm not gonna rag. It's Goosebumps
Yeah.
fucking 2, but like, bro, like at least like the Goosebumps show had some like designs that were like at least like
yeah.
cool.
Honestly though, I feel like I almost give this more of a pass than the old show.
What?
I think
Did you just say that it's better than the old show?
No, I'm saying I give it more of a pass in terms of like the creature design and stuff like that. Like I think like they're bringing back together a lot of different things. Probably not with the biggest budget because I don't know what a studio would give Goosebumps 2 to work with.
They gave it $35 million.
Yeah. So I don't think that's enough to really like fully flesh out all of the creatures that you wanted.
The original show was like rubber masks.
I know, but like that's the appeal of that. I don't think necessarily bringing back all of that stuff would come together as well as just animating it all and just making it look the same.
No, I don't care about the animation.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. The Wolfman bothered me. I was
Well,
like,
didn't the Wolfman just end up being a dude?
no,
Or you're saying the CG Wolfman?
the CG Wolfman.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about the other one.
Yeah, like, there was like a fake out where she's like, "I'm gonna suck you up," and then he was
That
like,
was so
"Run!"
funny. He was like, "It's Halloween! They're taking over."
I love that stuff though. Like that made me like it reminded me that like at least the director has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like I actually like I didn't hate the direction because it seemed like he just knew what he was making at
Yeah.
points. Like there were parts where it felt like he was just kind of stuck to whatever this little like whatever story was, but that he like had some fun with it.
I think the director was like someone notable.
It
Or
was
at least
like Ari something, not Ari Aster. I think his name was
Imagine-
Ari Sandel.
imagine if it was Ari Aster.
What if it was Howie Mandel?
Wait,
No,
who is
but
the director?
I think his name was Ari Sandel. But did you notice that in the first half of the movie, Sonny, which is a terrible name for that boy, that's such a sad little name, Sonny. But like half of the jokes about him were just fat jokes. Like they
Yeah.
just said fat jokes about him for like the first half of the movie.
He made the duff.
Okay. So I mean, you know what you're getting into with this movie. He made the duff.
So
But no, I thought it was funny. Like they were like, "You're gonna babysit your brother this weekend." Really? Because he's as big as I am. Like he's bigger than me. Like they said stuff like
I
that.
didn't notice
They
that.
said stuff like that, or they're like, I don't know, like they dressed him up as the pumpkin, like the big fat pumpkin. And I was like, what the hell? Like they just
Well,
were
he's
not.
fat, so like, of course we're.
But
gonna
they
make
just like
jokes
they
about
very
fat
much
jokes.
played into that. I don't know. It was one of those things where I was like,
Also,
oh,
where did the black kid's parents go? They just
oh my god, I thought that was so funny.
They dropped
said,
him off and said, "Hey, see ya."
They
and then
didn't even
went
come up
away.
to the door. They drove off in that little minivan. They would be like, oh, "Hey, we'll be back in 3 days." But then on Christmas morning, he's back at their house. He's not hanging out with the family. He's just a part of.
Yeah, where did they go?
They freaking ditched him. He's
They
like, "You're a
ditched
little
the kid.
junk boy. You guys do your little junk
Oh
service."
God, the junk.
The
shit.
junk bros.
The junk bros.
No, honestly, like when I saw them like go and like put the thing up on the bulletin board, I was like, "Hey, that's like Wolfpack Productions." Like, it's like you and me, just like putting our thing up there. Hey guys, come check us out. Give us a call.
Oh my God. No. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, it's Goosebumps too.
Yeah.
I checked. I just got so bored towards the end. There was some part. There was one thing. I mean, I had fun. I was like laughing and shit. But there was one thing that scared me so bad.
What?
The thing that scared me was when Slappy jumped on the windshield.
Oh my God.
That scared me.
That was also the worst looking part of the movie.
I know. But it was so bad.
It was really
but
bad.
it was like so bad that it was like, imagine seeing that. That would be so scary.
They also very clearly animated the glass cracking.
Yeah.
So when they cut to the exterior shot, it wasn't there. But like there was like kind of a glare, so you couldn't tell completely. But there was no glass broken. But then when you went back to like the fake car, I don't know. It felt like a weird car angle too. Did you
Yeah.
feel that? Like it almost like it was like, is this real? Like it is real.
But is it?
But like it just felt too bright. Like it felt too well lit for a car. I don't know.
God. No.
No,
I
it
mean,
was so
I was
funny.
like laughing, but like
I also love how like at the end of that scene, Sonny's like, "We just made this 10 times worse."
yeah, he said I think he said like
Or-
10 times worse.
Or
I was
actually,
like,
actually no,
that's
no,
not
no, no,
very
no, no.
bad
He might have said
then.
like, "We just made it 1,000 times worse." I don't know what he said, but
That was such a weird line.
I was like, "Oh, this is funny." I also liked how about like Walter, huh? Walter, the
Jesus Christ, the guy that's so horny
guy's
for a
like,
50-year-old
Hey,
or a
well, I mean,
45-year-old.
they're both just like some middle-aged peeps, you
and they're
know,
just trying
looking
to
for
bone,
some.
bro.
Yeah,
Like I was just like, oh my
and you
God.
know what? Walter gets his lady.
I
in the
know.
end.
I was like, geez,
They're
why
drinking
they're,
wine.
They're both like trying to get with each other.
Yeah,
like,
he's like, thanks for checking me out. I mean, ringing up my groceries. I love that. I was like, this is great.
I wish that we could have like a camera on us as we're watching it, but separately.
I
See, like the reactions.
No, I think like I'd be embarrassed by like the genuine laughs I got out of this movie.
I want to
Like-
see you loving it.
Like there were moments where I was like for the first 30 minutes of this movie, probably I was like, dude,
I like
I kind of like why do I enjoy Goosebumps too? Like why am I enjoying this? And then of course like I got tired of it, but I don't know. Like I was a little too impressed at first.
You know what I also hated?
What?
The club scene.
Oh my god!
How did she get into a club?
Well, it was like a little like concert,
Was it a concert though?
but also she's 18.
Oh, is she? Oh, yeah.
She was writing her college application letter,
That's true.
so she could
But
have
like,
gotten
it was
in.
like seeing the club. I was just like, this is
Yeah.
disgusting.
Well, she also like put all of her makeup on, and she was like, "Oh shit, she's looking grown," you know. And then she goes up into
what
the
do you
club.
mean by that?
I don't know.
Oh
She-
shit,
she-
you're
she-
looking good.
She actually no. She looked a little bit older though.
you look
Like,
you're
with the
looking
makeup, I was like,
good.
"What the hell?"
Oh,
She actually
man.
looked older.
Ooh,
Like,
lady.
You know, like when like in the movie when it's like they put the makeup on to look older. I felt like it worked.
No, I mean, she was like obviously 24.
Yeah, she was definitely
Like
not.
she was not like an 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's true.
because child labor laws.
Hey, you think Sonny's 18? Hell no.
I don't know what he is. I honestly
Wait,
don't know
is
what
that
he
the
is.
kid from It?
No,
That's
it
not
just
the
looks
kid.
like the fat kid from it.
Okay, because they look very similar. And like when they went
It's
up
just fat white.
when they
kids.
went up to the R.L. Stein house, I was like, "Am I watching It?"
also
Like I felt like I was watching It.
also R.L. Stein's house has a whole story behind it. I don't know what happened to that place, but I want to know what happened to that place. How did that place get so torn down?
I mean, maybe there's an explanation in the first one. Maybe it was like kind of an old house, but then he just boarded it up and moved. He's
I
like,
just wanna-
see ya.
God. Yeah, no. I mean, it was whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. I had fun. I had fun watching it. Like,
It was just like watching. I was just like, okay.
yeah. I was expecting it to be more painful, I guess. Like when we said Goosebumps 2, part of me was kind of like, God damn it. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, just kind of like, Jesus Christ, this is going to suck. But it didn't totally suck. It was better than Brightburn.
There's no way it was better.
I
Than
enjoyed
Brightburn.
it more than
There was no
Brightburn.
way it was better than Brightburn.
I enjoyed it more.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I also like the bully. You know how, like, when they went to his house, there were, like, pictures of him with Nana? Like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought that
yeah,
was
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, there were, like, little things where I was like, oh, like, they know what this movie is.
Yeah.
Like, they know what this is. They know they're making Goosebumps 2.
And then
Which is, like, the biggest compliment for them.
joke on set.
I mean,
I
not,
wonder-
not the whole thing, because I'm sure the crew was working hard as hell, and they're like
Yeah, that's true.
everyone's like laughing at it, and they're just like, can we
Please
get the
stop.
shot, please, please,
Let's get the shot. Yeah.
But like I'm sure like it wasn't a complete joke, but there had to be a sense of humor about this movie. Like they know they're making Goosebumps too.
dude, these kids need to watch Goosebumps too.
The people watching.
No, not Goosebumps 2, the original Goosebumps show.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
these kids these days, these kids these
These kids these days, they just gotta watch it.
You gotta watch Goosebumps.
They just gotta watch the original show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was whatever. Next
Yeah,
week's
I mean-
Black Mirror episode 1.
There's no comparison to the original series, obviously. Like it's not. I don't
I
think
mean,
it's trying to be. I
obviously,
think it's literally
but
just trying to be a goofy movie that talks about Goosebumps.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like also the original series is like it's Goosebumps. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like great at all. It's just like I don't know.
Yeah.
If that Wolfman looked better,
Then you'd be sold. You'd
I'd
be
be
fine.
honestly. That was like the biggest issue with me. The Wolfman didn't look good.
But as we've discussed here on this episode, though, like just that,
just full send,
well,
bro.
just that extra mile of like making it look a little more real and a little bit more even just like human made, like what we were talking about before, like
Yeah.
just making it a little bit more practical and a little bit less like it's gonna be dated in 2 years, literally, would be so
I
much
think it's
more for
dated.
these movies.
It was dated when I saw it.
Exactly, like it's
Yeah.
instantly dated.
Yeah,
Just like
I don't know
just-
if it looked
just-
good when it came out.
I didn't. But just put that like extra bit of work into like the makeup and the costume. I'm sure it's like a huge deal. I'm sure it's like a big job. I know it is. But
But also, visual effects is a big job.
it is.
Like both.
So,
are,
like-
why not put it into the
I
other
know.
direction? I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, just scoot your resources this way.
Scoot your resources this way. Probably easier said than done. But it
But
I don't know.
you
It
would
goes
get-
a lot further,
you,
I think.
you would like it's an investment, dude.
I think Goosebumps 2 could have been a cult classic.
I think Brightburn could. Cool classic. Honestly,
You haven't seen it.
honestly, Brightburn could have been a cool classic.
You like Brightburn more than me because you didn't see it.
Yeah, I like Brightburn way more than you.
You didn't have to
I
sit
need
through it.
I need to watch it.
No, you don't. I told you no.
Oh yeah, that's
I told you can't.
true. Oh,
You're
my
not
God.
allowed. No, it's not worth it. Watch Goosebumps 2. If you're at a toss up of what to watch this week
Oh God.
of everything that we've watched, I really hope that obviously go watch Weird Science, but
Akira Kurosawa.
yeah, go watch the Kurosawa movies. Go watch
But weird side.
but go watch Goosebumps 2 more so than anything else this week.
Honestly,
So this conversation means anything to you.
if you are in the toss up between Goosebumps 2 or Brightburn,
Please don't go to the theater. Please just go on Netflix and watch a better movie.
please, first off, where's your morals?
Where are your morals?
Where are your morals? Why are you tossing up between Goosebumps 2 and Brightburn?
Yeah.
But Goosebumps 2, I'm guessing, I guess is much better.
It's not like much better. It's just better.
I don't
Like,
know.
Goosebumps 2 it's a better time. It's a better time.
No alcohol required.
No alcohol required, dude.
Well,
But I hope that everyone out there enjoyed the first Wolfpack Movie Club homework.
yeah.
Goosebumps 2.
I had a good belly laughs.
Yes, you better join us next week for
If you
Black
did.
Mirror season premiere.
I think Joe Reno probably did.
Yes.
Shout out to Joe Reno. Thank
Shout
you for
out
the
to you,
support.
sir.
I
But
don't think
yes,
there's not much more to talk about.
yeah, please join us next week for Black Mirror's episode. And that is about it. I hope you enjoyed the new segment where you do the work and we talk about it.
We all do work. We all
Yeah,
watched it.
Yeah, we all.
We probably watched it more than anyone else.
You're right. We all sacrificed it. But yeah, that's the Wolfpack Movie Club homework.
Yeah.
Goosebumps edition.
Goosebumps 2.
Join us next week for the TV show that we're going to be watching, Black Mirror.
Black Mirror,
But-
baby.
But I think that's about it for that.
So, Matthew,
yeah,
to cap off everything,
yes. To
I
round us
always
out.
ask you one question
Yes.
at the end of every show. Almost
Yes.
didn't last week, but this
Yep,
this
we almost
week-
forgot.
this week I'm asking you, how have you been doing this week?
I have been doing well. I've been doing well.
It
yeah.
sounds like you're very positive this week.
Yeah, I am pretty positive. I don't know. Like there's I guess my road rage little tidbit is kind of an indicator of how I've been feeling. I am pretty positive.
And also the Tony Stark thing.
Yeah, the Tony Stark thing. Yeah, that's right. I guess just this episode is Matt is happy.
Matt is happy this
Matt
week.
is hopeful. But yeah, I've been pretty good. I don't know. I'm feeling positive. I'm feeling good. I'm enjoying things. Trying to make everything just a little bit better.
Hell yeah.
How about you, Zach? How are you doing?
I've been doing okay. I
Yeah.
mean, work is work.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, just like other things are annoying, but overall, I've been good. I like watching movies,
Yes.
so
No, it's so much fun. It's so
that's
much fun. That's another thing this week was like I did miss doing that. Like I don't know, just
yeah.
like little things have been coming up. Oh, I actually have something else to talk about. But little things have been coming up, and I haven't been getting to the sitting down and watching movies. I've been
Mm-hmm.
watching some Bloodline. That's been what I've still been watching because actually, a little update for all you guys. I'm almost done with the series.
Jesus
We're
Christ! You
on
started
season
last
3.
week,
Well,
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks. Has it only been 2 weeks?
Uh huh.
Holy crap. Well, actually, no. It might have been like actually 3 weeks because I talked about it, but I had been watching it the week prior. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
think we've been watching it 3 weeks. There's no way we've gotten through 3 seasons. That's so much TV, dude.
Yeah.
Bloodline is a lot of TV, but it's fun. And we're almost done. Like, there's like maybe like 4 hours left of the show. And
Damn.
then we're
You made
out.
it through.
We're out of the woods, baby.
You made it through.
But
It's a challenge, baby.
yeah, so I don't know. It's been fun watching Bloodline. I want to get back into the movie grind because it's been fun, like going onto Letterboxd and talking about stuff. You've still been going hard on it.
Oh
You've been
yeah.
watching a lot of movies. I need to get
I
back
think I
on it.
watched like 6 or 7 movies this
Yeah,
week.
the fact that Goosebumps 2 is only the third movie I've watched this
Yeah.
week is sad. So,
Because you watch like 4 in a day.
I know I watched 4 in a day last week. So I don't know. I'm disappointing myself in that department, but I will be hopping back on it, and my letterbox will be thriving yet again.
Thriving.
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 But yeah, I've
Yeah.
been running lately.
Running.
Yeah,
Nice.
that might actually be helping the mood a little bit too.
Yeah.
I don't know. A couple nights ago, I was chilling with my brother, and I was like, "What if we just like messed around and got abs this summer, bro?" And he was like, "All right, let's do it." Now, listen, this is a loose commitment in that I'll actually get abs, but from this commitment, I have started running a little bit.
That's
So,
good.
well,
So
like
I hear
running, walking, exercising, just
that
getting
that
out of it more.
releases endorphins and shit. I think,
Yeah,
probably in the brain. I don't know.
it feels good. Honestly, not last night. I didn't do anything last night because I was like out late, but the night before, I traveled 7 miles in total.
Jesus.
Like
fucking Christ.
through rain too. Like through torrential Florida downpour.
Why? Why? Jeez
Oh,
Louise.
Because like we were out late and there wasn't really like a way to get back other than just to come back, and because we wanted to finish it.
Yeah.
So I we have this bridge that connects like 2 towns, like our local towns, and I ran across the entire bridge. A mile. So
Jesus Christ.
we made it like 2.5 miles of like running, walking. Then we got water, ran a mile,
Oh my God.
hung out for a little bit, and then we made the 3.5 mile trek back. So it
Yeah.
was like,
I mean,
it was a
that
good.
probably is improving your mood, just because like, A, the running improves it.
Yeah.
B, it's something that improves, just like it proves to yourself that you can do it.
Yeah.
C, I don't know, dude. I mean,
See, it just feels good,
it just
man.
feels good.
No, but like honestly, like you just like when you feel like the little stiffness in your legs, because honestly, I think my legs have been dead for years. I don't actually no, I don't think my
They've been dead for
I don't think my legs have ever been alive. But it feels good to like feel just like a little bit tighter there,
Yeah.
and just feel like actually just from running a lot,
Yeah.
like I feel like I'm tightening up a little bit.
Oh,
Obviously, it's only been a couple days, but it feels good, and it feels good to like enjoy the rain too, because
Yeah.
the rain is great. Now, like downpour, not as fun, especially like running on like dark roads during a downpour. Not the safest idea, but yeah, I feel like that has improved my mood a little bit. So
It probably
running,
has.
running. If you want to join me running, message me on Letterboxd and we'll start running together. I don't know. No, but yeah, let us know if you want to run. And
Yeah.
we'll have some running stories.
I have not been running because work makes me not want to run.
Yeah,
Because
yeah, you're tired.
Whenever I'm off, I want to just relax.
I understand.
But there's other things I got to do, and I can't relax.
I feel you.
So
It's been nice though. Like try running at night. I think it's easier.
Yeah.
Now, like with these summer rains and stuff, it's not the best idea. But
I go to bed at like 10 now.
yeah,
I go to bed early.
yeah,
I can't really just like run at night
I
because I
understand.
go to bed early.
I think it's a good way to tire yourself out though too. Because honestly, when I came back the other night, I was like, shoot, I don't really need to do anything else.
Yeah.
Like I was like, damn, I'm ready. I think to go to bed. Like
Yeah.
it was much easier to just be like, let's just sleep,
Yeah.
because like your body is literally just exhausted. So I don't know. That might be a thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be a thing, but it might be a thing where I start trying to do some like nightly runs
Yeah.
slash
Well, that's
daily. I
good.
don't know. Just like getting some more exercise in. Not necessarily for the abs, but just for the sake of feeling better. Because it seems like it's been working so far. So
Hell yeah,
that's me,
bro.
bro. That's me, bro. I
Well,
don't know.
well,
I guess that's episode
I
22.
think that's episode 22 of the Wolfpack podcast. This one
Yes.
ran really long,
Yeah.
but
Sorry, guys. You're sticking around for another longer episode.
longer episode. We'll see you on the other side.
Take care, kiddos.
Bye bye. Thank you for listening.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.